helps create the atmosphere for them to comfortably live. Mahoney shifts effortlessly from studio to location, to the stage for the live band performances, or to the actor's home for headshots, with the utmost ease and professionalism, producing images worthy of promoting you, your film, or your band. For questions or to schedule your next photo shoot, visit studiomahoney.com.
What's up, everybody? You're listening to the Hadley Hour on Indie100.com. You're listening to on Excite Radio. All those times, 9 o'clock, Tuesday, Thursday, Friday. Check out the Mix.fm and also Planet Platypus Network. In studio, guests Dante and Rebecca. Rebecca Cochin, host of the ABN Awards. Dante, director and actor from Bro, What Happened? And many more things that we shall be talking about later in the hour. Here on the Hadley Hour, the song you're listening to right now, Struggle and Sleep, by who? Far and Few, off the album Far and Few, Vows of Silence. You're listening to the Hadley Hour here on all the stations I mentioned, because I'm not going to go through them again.
When you're around, and beneath they say we struggle.
What's up, everybody? You're listening to, again, the Hadley Hour here on Indie100.com, on the Mix.fm, on Planet Platypus Network, on... wow, you don't hear that? You don't hear that?
I'm so sorry.
Well, I'll tell you what. You know why save it till the end here? What you just heard was "Struggle and Sleep" by Few and Far off their album "Vows of Silence." In studio, I have with me a very special pair of guests here, who mean very much to me in my world on every possible level.
As do you to us.
Oh, yes, absolutely. We love you.
So here's what I'd like to do is I'd like to introduce facing me to my which hand is this? Right.
No one can see this show.
Yeah, I know, but I'm trying to give
matter.
everybody the feeling as if they're there in the studio.
I'm actually not to his right. I'm across from him.
Across from me, off to my right. Caddy corner, if you will.
Caddy corner.
In any case, the man that you hear these dulcet tones on the other side of the countertop from me here, this man is a very special man to me. He is actually a comedy mentor, my comedy mentor that got me started. I can blame everything that's wrong with me on him. And he is
me too.
He is a famous actor. He is a famous writer. He is a famous director. He has done it all in Hollywood. Everybody, put your hands together for Dante! Yay!
Yay! That's me.
And Dante, who do you have with you today?
Let me introduce this nice lady to my right. First of all, she has a big rock on her finger that I put there. She is my fiance, and she is not only a great stand-up comic, but she's a fantastic actress. She's starred in over 20 horror movies. Some of them include Freak Show, Fluebird Horror from the Sci-Fi Channel, Halloween Night, and on and on. She's also a gay icon. She's starred in tons of gay movies, the entire Eating Out series, Finding Mr. Right, and on and on.
You know that this is only an hour show, right?
Yeah,
okay.
but I'm giving her good credits. And then this week, she is hosting, which she's already filmed, the AVN Awards on Showtime.
Wow.
She's the comedian host.
Wow.
She has nothing to do with porn except that she hosted the AVN Awards.
Right on.
And I'm very excited.
Her name is Rebecca Cochin.
Yay! Good
Thanks,
time.
babe.
Yeah, you jumped in before I said your name.
Oh, I'm sorry.
That's all
Thank
right.
you. What a great introduction.
Yeah.
That was a fantastic introduction.
Thanks, buddy.
Far better
Right?
than mine, but you know.
I liked yours too. It was
Oh, thanks.
heartfelt.
I actually, one of my favorite things that I totally forgot to mention because weed was that you have played to more U.S. troops, second only to Bob Hope. Is that right?
I hope so.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Yeah, that's what
I
I've
hope
always
so.
said. So.
That's what everybody says.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
I don't know if that's documented, but I'd lay the claim to fame.
I think it's in Wikipedia, if that means anything.
Well, that's because you just put it on there.
Yeah. Exactly.
Right on. Cool. So I'm glad you guys could finally come and join me here on the Hadley
Thank you for
Hour.
having us.
Thank you so much. We have a lot to talk about, but now let's just start off, for example, with a slice of life, a day in the life of Dante and Rebecca. So what's going on currently? Because if I remember, you guys just got back from doing some work now.
Well, I can tell you what our day consisted of yesterday.
Oh, okay.
Yesterday, we woke up in a casino in our hotel room.
Not in an actual casino.
No, but at a casino where we were both performing. And then we drove back to L.A., and then we had a fun night, and then she got sick.
I had food poisoning or
and
something.
then vomited, and then we went to bed. That's an average day in our life.
Well, at least you didn't vomit in the bed. At least you didn't vomit in the bed.
Nope.
No, some people do that.
Yeah, they have. I've done it. I vomited in a hamper full of clean clothes. It was
Ooh,
horrible.
gross.
Wow.
Still wore them. No, I'm kidding. I didn't. That's horrible.
Yeah, you did.
Yeah, I
you
did.
washed
I
them.
did. I did. You'd think you'd throw them out. But
So what we just did, she just starred in a movie called Deadly Sanctuary.
And Dante also is in it.
I play a lawyer, but
Yes.
she plays Kendall Odell, which is these books by Sylvia Noble.
Okay.
Nobel.
Nobel.
Oh.
Sorry, you're right, Nobel. And why don't you tell about it? You're the star.
And it's a great series of novels, like you said, written by Sylvia Nobel. And I play this investigative reporter who moves to this place called Castle Valley in Arizona, and strange things are going around.
strange.
So some murders have happened, and she
things.
has to solve the mystery. And she stars in it with Dean Cain and Eric Roberts and Daniel Baldwin and myself.
Dante.
Spoiler alert, it was Old Man Withers that ran the haunted amusement park.
That's right.
Jinkies. That sounds like a lot of fun, though. I mean, you get to work with some pretty big names. I mean,
Absolutely. It was a great time.
And that'll come out in theaters in probably a year to 6 months to a year, and probably on Lifetime Channel or something.
Absolutely.
It's called Deadly Sanctuary, so
I'm
people
very
need to check it out.
excited about that.
right on. And so we all had a collective bonding experience with the movie Bro, What Happened?
Correct.
Yes, indeed. So Dante had directed Bro, What Happened? For those of you out in Radioland, Bro, What Happened? Great movie about two kids that wake up, the day after a college party. Not bad. Oh, almost. We have some sound issues here with the equipment, but that's...
See what you just did, Dante?
All right.
Yeah.
So,
You
yes.
ruined the show.
I along
away.
with Rebecca, wrote, and this other guy. This other guy had written
No.
a script. Hold on, in fairness. This guy had written a script, and we didn't love everything that he had in it. So I kind of gutted it, and I rewrote it, and then Rebecca came on board and, punched up the script and everything else. So the three of us are the writers for it. And it's basically Superbad meets The Hangover. It's a college campus where these two kids wake up in the aftermath of a party and bad shits happen to them.
Yeah.
One kid is like a wild party man, and the other one is like this Christian virgin kid who woke up next to a woman naked, and he's flipping out because he didn't want to go to the party in the first place, and his virgin girlfriend is coming that day to become his fiance. So the rest of the movie is, let's do flashbacks by talking to people and figure out what happened, because the two main kids only remember the first 20 minutes of the movie because
Right.
they black out because someone dosed them.
Correct.
I just happen to love that my part got bigger and bigger and bigger.
You have a
Yes.
great part. And so Jason in the movie is the bouncer at the party. And these kids are told the only way they're getting into the party is if they buy drugs for the bouncer,
Yeah.
which leads them to my character and Rebecca's. I play this drug dealer, Mr. Tom, and she plays Cherry LaRue. And
To a T, by the way.
to
if
a
I
T.
may- I'm fine with saying.
You were great
Thank
too,
you.
man.
Oh.
Really,
Yes,
people love you
were.
in that
you
movie.
were wonderful. You were perfect.
Thanks.
Yeah,
It's
people
so-
love you in it.
And I gotta tell you, as a first movie, like a first feature-length movie, that was really hard to do. Only because it's like, in stand-up, you're rewarded with the laugh right after the funny.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So, how did you guys cope with, kind of that movie-making process where you?
Because it's funny. You're a writer too.
Yeah.
You know what's going to be funny and what's not.
Yeah.
And you also, as the director, I was able to play with the actors and go, "That's not how you say that."
Yeah.
Because some of them aren't comics. Like we had Lorenzo Lamas in it, who's a serious actor, and he's been on soap operas and TV shows forever, and never a sitcom, but he killed it in it.
Yeah.
He's
and,
really funny.
and even if I thought he was saying something wrong, I would just tell him, which I don't think I ever had to, but he was always killing it. But so Lorenzo's in it, Bobby Lee from Mad TV, Jamie
Right.
Kennedy is in it, Mr. Belding from Saved by the Bell.
Who, by the way, awesome guy.
Yeah.
Oh,
Awesome
yeah.
guy.
Dennis Haskins is great.
We love Dennis. He's probably a block away from us where we're doing this over
I
at
know,
Dimples.
Oh yeah, that's right. He does the
Singing. He has a
karaoke.
He
Right?
does
beautiful
karaoke
voice.
over there, and he's in that 100 Ways to Die in the West right now too.
Yeah.
Is he really?
Yeah.
Oh, I'm impressed.
I think he dies in it.
Wow. Well,
Yeah.
Now I have to go out and I have to see it. I'm compelled to see it now.
And by the way, Jason's being modest. When we said he's in the movie, there's, it's one of those casts that there's 8 main players that are throughout the entire movie, and Jason is one of the 8 main players.
Absolutely. And you're great.
He
in
even
the
has
movie.
his own whole flashback sequence where
Yeah.
he comes in and tells his side of the story. So yeah, I mean, he is in from the beginning of the movie till the end of the movie. He is in the entire thing.
If you're trying to get into my pants, that makes one of us.
Dante.
But anyway, it's a really, really fun and funny movie, and I love, what I love the most about it, and I don't know if you even noticed this when you saw it, it has a lot of heart.
Yeah.
Not only is it funny and weird and, fun and all that stuff, but by the end, even the characters that you thought were weirdos to begin with, you love all of them, and everyone gets their, I don't know, their comeuppance, except one person who's the bad person, which I
Right.
don't want to
Yeah.
spoil.
Right.
And then they get what they deserve.
Right?
Yeah.
Everybody gets what they deserved in the movie. It was great.
Yes.
And you feel for these people. And
Absolutely. It has a ton of heart. I
yeah,
love
it has
all
a ton
the
of heart and love
characters.
stories. Even Jason falls in
Yeah,
love
that's
in the
right.
movie.
That's
Oh.
right.
And we'll save that one till you see it.
I know, right? Oh,
You have to write it down, put it in your phones right now. Bro, what happened?
Yeah,
It's
follow it
coming
on
out.
Twitter. It's just Bro What Happened on Twitter.
At Bro, what happened?
Right, at Bro What Happened. And on Facebook, it's Bro and then last name What Happened.
And then where can they find you guys individually, Dante? Like,
Best place to find me is comicdante.com. Comicdante.com. You can also find Rebecca there, but she also has her own
Website, which is RebeccaCochin.com, but the way you spell it is crazy. It's spelled RebekahKochan.
you're one of those pot-smoking parents, Rebecca.
I know.
But guess what? You can also link to her website through my website, which is comicdante.com.
Right on,
So
right
that's
on.
easy, and it's Dante, and I'm white, even though my name is Dante.
However, if I may say, as a white guy, you've won more awards on BET than anybody, if I'm not mistaken. right?
Yeah, that's true. I actually filmed my BET sitcom. I showed you.
Yeah, right.
Right across the street in Burbank here.
When we were in the green room.
Yes, we were in the green room. But yeah, I had a sitcom on BET for years called The Blackberry Inn, and was a comic on Comic View and all that good stuff.
Oh,
Buddy.
you got some pedigree.
I've got pedigree, man. And I used to I was the head writer in this building for Big Boy, who's another DJ in this.
Right?
It's like the top DJ in LA besides Ryan Seacrest, right?
And you taught me everything I know.
No, that's not true. You're
Come on.
Jason's a very smart man and a very good writer. He and I actually have very different styles, so I could not have taught him that. He had to have that on his own. Because you're a great pun writer. Like, you're one of those guys who takes things I would never think of, and you do it very quickly.
Yes,
like,
you are really
it's
you're very
amazing.
talented.
Yeah.
I'm
Stop.
just gonna go take a bubble bath now. I feel so warm and soft right now. Too late?
Anyway, no. I'm going to just move away from that. just the mental image.
Oh, Dante.
I don't want to think about him in a
bath.
I do.
I want
bu-
to think about you guys in a bubble bath together. Is what I want to think about.
But are we going to be like a bobsled team, or was one of us going to have the, or is one of us going to have the faucet in our back? You know, what I mean? Like we're Rochambeau for it.
Dude, no one likes the faucet in their back.
I know,
Like, they
right?
always make tub making out look great in movies. It's not cool.
Right,
it's not cool.
And thankfully, I have a large tub. It's not like a big oval hotel tub, but
Dude, my parents have a giant jacuzzi tub. Giant.
oh wow,
Like, you could fit 5 people in it. I'm not kidding.
they
It's
probably
huge.
have.
Gross. Don't be weird.
Ew.
Don't be weird, Jason.
I've never even been in that bathtub.
I know, but it's fun. You know what my daughter does? I think she does it on purpose. She puts bubble bath in it, and you're not supposed to, because then the entire bathroom fills up with bubbles.
Right, and then you get like a 3-foot high wall of bubbles.
Yes,
And-
yes.
I hear you. Well, I'll tell you what. I got more here with Dante and Rebecca. We got to get to a little music here. So coming up next, we got "Wrecking Ball" by Voice of Addiction, singular.
Wrecking Ball.
Wrecking Ball. This is you want to know your history?
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right. Okay. So
This was the original.
this is the original Wrecking Ball off the
Really?
album Reduce, Reuse, Resist by Voice of Addiction. So these guys came up with it first. I don't know.
Really?
Yeah. So you're about to hear it right now. I guess for you guys for the first time. I've played it in the past. I really dig it. So.
I'm going to take my headphones off.
Okay, you do that. And, in the meantime, we're listening to the Hadley Hour. You're listening to the Hadley Hour Tuesdays and Thursday nights, 9 p.m. Indie100.com, Excite Radio, 9 p.m. Friday nights. The Mix.fm. Check the website for our listings there. Planet Platypus Network. Make sure you take a look there as well. Otherwise, I got Dante and Rebecca here, and let's get to a little Wrecking Ball. Here you go.
Explode! job. Never shouldn't be with the mobs. Putting your back against the wall. Woke up, there's nothing to do. Go out and fight the zoo. They all want you to explode.
The SC Samurai, serving the Santa Clarita Valley of Southern California. Award-winning martial arts classes specializing in children from ages 4 to 7 years old. Instill respect, confidence, and discipline in your children as they get in shape both mentally and physically. Build self-esteem through positive reinforcement. SC Samurai classes are fun, safe, and taught by world champions. Visit our website to sign up for a free lesson with no obligation. Go to scsamurai.com or call 661-412-3656. That's 661-412-3656. Have you ever dreamed of taking a French cooking class from a renowned chef in Paris? Or maybe a Spanish guitar lesson from an expert guitarist in Spain? How about a personal training session with a celebrity fitness instructor in New York? Well, now you can on Expertory.com. Expertory is an online destination that allows you to learn all the things you've ever dreamed of without ever leaving your home. Simply search for the subject you're interested in, choose a time that works best for your schedule, and book a live video chat session with an expert anywhere in the world. The first 100 listeners this week to enter promo code Indy100 will receive a 20% discount on any booking. Expertory.com, where you meet the experts.
It's the Hollywood Rockin' Wrap-Up with your host, Jason Hadley. ESPN recently gave Charlie Sheen a shot at live broadcasting for his favorite team, the Cincinnati Reds. Umpires had a difficult time calling foul balls along the third base line, as most of it was stuck to the inside of Charlie's nose. Depressed over his recent weight gain, Rob Kardashian refused to appear in family photos during the Kim and Kanye wedding. Rob may want to lay off the video games since Weight Watchers points are the last place you want to have the highest score. Rapper Wiz Khalifa was arrested at the El Paso airport after TSA officials found him in possession of a half gram of marijuana. Of course, how ironic the rapper should be held in jail. It's usually the joint that's in him. An amazing act of generosity, Justin Bieber pledged over $500,000 at a recent AIDS benefit. Considering the fiasco in Amsterdam, writing Anne Frank would have been a believer, Justin may want to double-check he didn't pledge money to actually help AIDS. And that's the Hollywood Rockin' Wrap-Up. Follow us on Twitter at Rockin' Wrap-Up. Yeah, that's right, the Hollywood Rockin' Wrap-Up. You're listening to the Hadley Hour here on Indy100.com, the Mix.fm, where else? Excite Radio and their network of affiliates, as well as PlanetPlatypus.com. You just heard the Hollywood Rockin' Wrap-Up, the latest in the comedy spin on celebrity gossip news. You can follow the Hollywood Rockin' Wrap-Up at Rockin' Wrap-Up, or go to our YouTube channel if you want to listen to any of the archives. You also hear it regularly on a bunch of different shows here on Indy as well. So, in the meantime, enough about me. Well,
back to you. Let's talk about. Let's finish talking about Bro, What Happened. We didn't even tell people where they can see it.
That's right. Okay, so we are where we left off was Bro, What Happened? Fantastic movie. Dante directed it. Rebecca was in it. I was in it. Well, you acted in it.
You both are stars of it, and I'm in it as well. But I did want to tell people this. At my website, comicdante.com, you can watch a trailer for it. I think you can also just look up Bro What Happened on Vimeo, or just search it under, Bro What Happened trailer under your search, whatever, and you'll find it. But check out the trailer. It's really fun and funny, and it's a great party movie. And it comes out next month in June. And I'm not sure where it goes first, but I know it's going to be at Redbox and on Xbox and
I heard North Korea.
Netflix. I hope
Or
so.
no, South Korea. South Korea.
Both.
Both. Yeah, that's how good this movie is. That they're going to repeal their ban on all outside media.
Nice.
And
North Korea.
Yeah, in North Korea, and run Bro What Happened.
Right.
So.
Makes sense to me.
Yeah, I mean,
It's because Bobby Lee's in it. That's
yeah,
why.
right. I mean, well, I understood the running joke was that the South Korean distributors needed a minimum of 21 nipples. Was what Clemente was telling me.
21
What?
nip. Oh, I get it.
and-
You mean nipples in the movie?
Yeah.
No, yeah. Who knows, dude? Who knows?
Right. It's like the way that it needed to be edited.
Yes, they always say that in movies. Well, you got to have this many boobs and this
Right.
many that and whatever. Yeah, that's hilarious.
Did you have to bend to a lot of that
Yes.
as a director?
As a writer, I had to bend to a lot of it.
Okay.
Because when I wrote it and turned it in, there was like almost no nudity.
Yeah.
And then they were like, we need more nudity every 10 pages or whatever they said. And I ended up having to go back. And I don't like, the girl decides she's going to go take a shower and we're going to follow her in there and she's going to soap up her boobs.
Yes.
That's not my thing. You know what I mean? So what I did was I was like, it's a party.
Yeah.
It is a wild party. There will
Yeah.
be naked women in the pool
Right.
jumping around with 50 other people. So you
Yeah.
do see nudity in it, but it's not like the only time we actually ever focus on some nudity is some girls with Jason take off their shirts.
Oh, and
Yep.
was that not the most amazing scene ever, if I may say? It was like the only way I could describe that scene was like it was just a masterpiece that devolved into an epic.
That's
It was
right.
just-
That's the way to describe
the
it.
way that the writing, the direction of it, the fact that we took multiple takes to be on the safe side.
That's
you know
true.
what I mean?
Yes.
There
yeah.
was- it was-
So the scene basically in Jason's retelling of the story, he has these two women that just can't wait to have sex with him.
Cannot
So they're
wait.
like already making out with each other and taking their shirts off, and it just goes from there. And you have to watch. But
Indeed, you do.
indeed, you do.
And,
but yeah, it was a fun movie to direct, and you guys were both great. And I thought
You were great in it.
Oh, thanks.
And you're a great director.
Oh, thanks, you guys. But
I felt very comfortable after the first 2 hours when you pulled me aside and were like, dude, chill.
yeah, poor Jason. It was his first movie, and he was so nervous on the side. And you know what? I don't remember when you seemed to snap out of it, but when you watch yourself, don't you get it that you did? You
Yeah.
were so good in it.
Yeah. Oh,
Really?
thank you, man.
Yeah.
It's so hard to tell. I mean, only because number one, I hate watching myself on camera or on TV.
We all do.
Yeah.
All you do is look
too.
at every flaw in
Yeah.
your person.
Right.
Yeah.
Like when Rebecca watches the AVNs on Friday, she is going to be like, oh, I look fat and I look terrible and look at my hair and why is this like that? And
Right.
I should have pulled up my dress a little higher and I should have, you know what I mean?
Oh, is that what I'm going to say? I should have pulled up my dress a little higher.
I don't know. Maybe it was falling down off your boobs. Who knows? I'm just saying, like, you're bad about watching yourself.
I am.
And you
I'm very
hate it.
bad.
Is my eye lazy? Do I have a lazy eye?
I do. I say the
You know,
I
it's
say
just
all kinds of
everything.
stuff.
And she hates it. She hasn't even watched half of her movies.
So that being said, then okay. So since we're talking about the AVN Awards, so give us a rundown. Give the radio listeners a rundown of what the AVN Awards are all about, and kind of how you guys got involved in the process with that. And
Well, the AVN Awards are basically the Academy Awards of porn. I have them
Adult
once
Video
a year.
News
Right.
Awards.
The Adult Video News Awards. They've been doing them for, I don't know, a very long time, like 28 years or something like that.
no,
maybe
30
longer.
something. I found.
31. This
Yeah.
was 31.
Oh, okay. There
But
you
it
go.
only
You were the
look-
host of 31. How
It
do you
only
not know
looks 26.
that? Yes.
Heyo.
Hey-oh, at least we're telling everyone she's still in the 18s.
That's right. So I was the comedian host this year to host the
Which was a
AVN
big
Awards.
deal. And
Yeah.
I want to. She's not going to say this for herself, but every year it's a giant host.
Yeah.
Robert Schimmel has hosted it. Lisa Lampanelli has hosted it. Who else?
Dave Attell.
Dave Attell. All these great people. And a guy at Showtime, and I want to actually say his name if that's all right. His name
course,
is
please.
Chris Beaver. Chris Beaver saw her at a comedy club and loved her. And he's a cool, cool dude.
Yes.
And you know what? He fought for her at Showtime when they were pitching all these big stars. He pitched her. And after seeing her video, she beat them out.
Wow.
And that's how she became the host. And then when she became the host, the director had talked to me about writing on the show. And then I came to you and some other comics, and we all got together and we wrote. So if you guys watch the AVN Awards, not only will you see the beautiful and fabulous Rebecca Cochin,
What am
Rebecca
I?
Cochin.
See, like, you were so beautiful, he tripped over his own tongue even describing
Look at the
it.
writer credits, and you'll see Rebecca Cochin, Dante, and Jason Hadley
Yes,
in those.
I was very lucky and grateful to have two such amazing writers.
And she killed as the host. They said
Yeah.
it was their best year ever and the best host ever, is what they all said.
I can actually confirm
you.
this. I can confirm this because I have friends that work in the adult industry that were
Yeah?
at that award show, that were at the ceremony watching you perform. They knew I was involved in the production on some level, and so when they were watching, they're like, "Did you write this? Did you write this? Did you write this? Oh my God, that
And
was
they
hilarious."
were right that it was yours, all right?
A couple of them, yeah. But
Yeah.
basically, I told them, "Is it funny? Yeah, then it's mine." Why not? I'm not gonna, get into it.
Well, she had a lot of skits
Yeah.
that she did, throughout it, not just the stand-up. And so there was a lot of writing going on, especially on our comedy team side. Mm-hmm. And Jason was like the top of the heap when it came
Absolutely.
to the writers.
I got to tell you, thank you. And if I may say, I prepared a little something in knowing we were going to talk about that. No, I'm kidding.
Good.
Did you prepare a speech?
Yes, I did. And just I memorized it ahead of time. I was up all night writing it. No, but I got to tell you, like that is a fantastically fun but surprisingly difficult industry to write for.
Oh yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
It was hard to write for.
And I think you hit it on the head for a couple of reasons. As far as describing it to me, I mean, if you recall, do you recall what you told me?
If it's what I think it is, maybe we shouldn't say it on the air in case some of our porn friends are listening.
Well, I mean, there's a
You say yours.
Yeah,
we can always edit it out.
Well, I mean, there was basically the idea that the members of the porn industry have a very playful attitude towards everything in life, but oftentimes not necessarily themselves.
Correct.
And so you have to be very
Correct. That is what I said.
Very pointed about who's the bad guy in
You
the
can
joke.
see that about in lots of industries. People don't necessarily want to make fun of themselves. You know what I mean? You can
Right.
understand that.
And the way you described it to me was that you can make fun of the school, and you can make fun of the teachers, and you can make fun of the custodians, but you can't make fun of the students.
Right. That is what I told you. You're right.
Yeah.
I said if it's like playing at a high school, when people come up and they talk about the principal or anybody else,
Right.
the students go crazy.
Yeah.
The minute you call them stupid or or anything else, and that's pretty much any audience, but that is true with them. And they're the hardest audience that I've seen because we watched like Lisa Lampanelli and all these other people, and we got advice from Lisa and some other people, April Macy and other people,
Yeah.
and they all said it's the worst audience you'll ever play to, and it's not because they're bad people.
Right.
It's because first of all, it's an award show.
Right.
Everyone's nervous.
Well, and they're there because they want to get an award. They're not there to like listen to people do stand-up
They've also
comedy.
worked at a convention all week and are tired.
Right, and-
some or are drunk or on drugs or whatever.
Yeah.
And some people are just making out.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
or whatever.
Or whatever they're doing.
Right,
And so
right.
half of them aren't paying attention. And I watched from the monitors, and all I told her was, I said, forget trying to get a standing ovation.
Yeah.
Just get them to watch you. And it was the first year, because I watched the monitors backstage, there was not one time where unless they cut it wrong now,
Yeah.
but when I watched it, everyone was having a great time.
Right.
Everyone was paying attention. Go watch any episode with Lisa or anyone. People are just doing dumb
Yeah, they're
things.
running back and forth
Right.
in the aisles and stuff.
Not
but-
on hers. Not on hers.
Yeah.
They loved her from beginning to end.
Well, yeah, and I think, kind of just as stand-ups, the three of us, it's like you kind of almost had to treat it like a big bar gig.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
She had to get him on joke one, and we ended up writing her a joke the night before. It just sort of hit me. You had written a joke similar to it, and I was like, no, that's not it. That's not it. That's not it.
Was it the Chatsworth joke?
Yes.
Right.
And so I was like, man, here's how you say this joke. And she was like fixing it and changing it, and then she just went out there and killed it.
Yeah.
She killed it, man, from the minute she walked out. And it was great.
I saw the write-ups about it. There were a bunch of write-ups about it all over the internet, and so, congratulations, Rebecca.
Thank you.
I do want to say this, because I've read some of the write-ups. Some people don't like female comics, period. And they say dumb
Sorry.
things. They think that female comics are too dirty or say too much racy things. I think America, you need to turn off your blinders, because female comics are funny. and not just my fiance. And you need to watch this Showtime award show and go out there and go, is she funny? And you will say yes, because she's great.
Yeah, and funny is funny.
Funny's funny.
Absolutely. But, I can tell you one of the things that, like, for instance, particularly like with attractive female comics is, it's a lot of that dating in LA is so hard. It's
I know.
BS.
They don't make it relatable in any way.
Yeah, no, that's basically like going, I'm too pretty for all of you.
And some even say that.
Yeah.
There are some comics who are like, I'm a model and it's so hard being a model. And it's like, I can't relate to you.
Right.
I'm not a model.
Right. And I mean, it's not like you necessarily have to dress down and wear pants or anything like that. You can still be feminine, but at the same time, I mean.
But you took my comedy class.
Yeah.
And do you ever remember me saying to women, you need to not look too hot? On this award show, of course you have to.
Of course,
Right.
it's the Avian Awards, but in general.
Right. Were you there, though, when I had a male model come into my class and I had to tell him he had to tone it down because he was too good looking?
Yeah, I do remember that.
Yeah.
I don't remember his name, but I do
Me
remember.
either. I don't remember his name either, but he was like way too good looking, like distracting good looking. I'm like, dude, guys are gonna hate you the minute you come out, especially if their girlfriend is smiling and laughing at you.
Absolutely.
Like, you need to tone it down.
Well, so what I was going to say was that, those that obviously don't know because you don't, because Dante's on here for the first time, I had actually taken his class for, 2 years or so? Like,
way back when, 10 years ago.
A little longer than I probably needed to, only because we started to cover the same material twice, and that's when I started to realize, okay, you know what, it's time to leave the nest.
You leave when you want to leave in my class.
Yeah. But, I will say this, that I have, there are a couple of things that have always stuck with me to this day. One of which is the breathing exercise with saying your alphabets and stretching before each show.
They both help.
You got that from Byron Allen, right?
Nope. No, the stretching?
Yeah.
I was, it was like 1988, and I was opening for Mark Curry.
Mark Curry,
and he was stretching before the show, and I'm like, what are you doing, man? He's like, trust me, you stretch tonight and go out there. I promise you'll have a better show than you had the last show.
Yeah.
And he was right.
Oh, yeah. I mean, because you run out of breath when you're telling a long joke, and,
And you're just not loose, man.
Yeah.
You got to be loose up there.
All right.
And real quick, back to the AVNs.
Yeah,
Rebecca got very lucky. Tell them about your clothing that you got.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yes. American Apparel designed my outfits for the Avian Awards.
Hooked her up.
Really?
Totally hooked me up. And
Bunny
designed me
Holiday.
Amazing stuff. Bunny Holiday. Cali Sun and Fun collection from American Apparel. Amazing. I love it.
And Adam Kalman
Who also works at American
hooked
Apparel.
that up for her.
Yes.
Yeah, so American Apparel. Check out her clothes.
Yeah.
Most of them are just originals. Like, you can't even buy them. And then a lot of the stuff she wore also you can buy. But it's pretty crazy what they did.
Well, I'm thinking that the originals are going to create the demand for them to mass produce them so that everybody can walk around saying they look like Rebecca Cochin. I want to look like
Yeah.
Rebecca Cochin.
I hope so.
She has a hot, what do you call that? Like vinyl skirt that you
yeah.
wore? That was hot,
That's good
man.
stuff.
Hot pink vinyl skirt.
Wow.
And that's what she wears as the comic. Like
Yeah.
she changes like 6 times.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh. Well, you kind of have to for an award show, right? I mean, it's like
Absolutely.
kind of going in and out. But at least you didn't have to redo your hair or anything like that, did you?
No. And you know
Let's
what's
not
weird?
get
After
nuts.
being at the AVN Awards for an entire week, the only boobs I saw, right? The only boobs I saw?
We're Rebecca's.
No.
No.
I think Samantha Saint changed very quickly in Rebecca's dressing room. I don't know why. Her stylist just was like, we got to get you. And they just did it because they don't care.
Wow.
It's like they didn't even care that I was in there. It's not like they even acknowledged me.
Oh, please. Yeah. I mean, do you know how many people are around them during an average shoot?
Right.
Oh,
you know?
yeah. I mean,
Didn't even acknowledge me.
Probably more people behind the camera than in front of it.
But I guess
so-
I'm just saying most people fantasize about going to the AVN Awards thing. It's just like a big orgy for a
Yeah,
week.
right.
And it's the most corporate thing, wasn't it, honey?
absolutely, completely corporate. I expected it to be totally nuts, and we were all like, "Oh, this is going to be the craziest weekend ever." And it
Was
just
not.
Was not.
No.
Wow.
And then you'd go to like these clubs, and it was like Sausage Fest. All the girls were
Oh
like sleeping.
yeah, for sure. It was
Really?
total sausage fest everywhere.
We went to
Ugh.
some after party, and I think she was one of 20 girls there, and there were 400 guys in the club.
You know,
Oh, yeah.
Can I tell you one time I was at a barbecue for a porn director that was at the award show that we were talking about, and so I'm at this party and I'm sitting around watching everybody, and I'm noticing I lean over to him. I'm like, okay, seriously, is it because there's just so much content out there, or there's a high turnover in the industry? But I'm only recognizing the guys here.
Right?
And it was a little like it was disturbing.
You know
to
what
me.
it is? It's because there's less guys
Yeah.
in porn, and so
Oh, yeah.
you recognize them more.
Yeah, you can't fake it like
I mean,
girls
the
do.
number one porn star of all time is because men can do it at 70, whereas there's not a porn stars out there at 70 that you know her name,
Nope.
No.
right? But Ron Jeremy's been doing it since the 70s.
Yeah, I know.
And he's the most famous of all time.
And he's not dead.
Yeah.
Right.
That's the crazy part. You know, I mean, that's a survivor is what
Yeah.
that is. Cause,
Oh, yeah.
And he's a good buddy of mine. I love Ron. Ron was
Me
there.
too.
Tell him what Ron said to you before she went on.
Oh my God! Before the show started, he comes up to me and he's like, "Are you nervous?" And I'm like,
Why are you putting on a heavy Jewish accent for him?
Kind of sounds.
Because
These
he's
are
a
anti-Semitic.
He's a heavy Jew.
Yeah.
a Jew.
By the way, she's a
I'm
Jew.
a Jew, just
All
so
right.
you know, just to clarify. But he was like, "Are you nervous?" And I was like, "Oh, I'm kind of nervous." And he was like, "You know what Stanislavski would say?"
He's like quoting acting teachers.
He's like, he would tell you to hone that energy. I was like, all right.
He's like, have you heard of Meisner method?
I loved it. I was like, I love that Ron Jeremy just said that to me.
Did you love the AVN Awards?
Yes, I
Yeah?
loved it. It was such an amazing experience as a woman, as a comic. It was just great. I'm so excited for it to air on Friday.
I am too. I'm really, really proud of her.
Right on. Well, make sure you check out the AVN Awards on Showtime this coming Friday. Check your local listings.
May 30th, and it runs for a year.
Right, that's right. It'll be in reruns. So you're listening to the Hadley Hour here on Indie100.com, Excite Radio, and their family of affiliates, the Mix.fm, PlanetPlatypus.com. I'm here with Dante and Rebecca. We're going to get to some music here in a second. I thought I'd go with something a little funnier, a little bit more parody. So I'm going to play Pac-Man by Sudden Death off the album Fatal Error. And again, you're listening to the Hadley Hour, so stick around, and you guys are awesome.
8-bit upfront processor C80 224 by 288 display. Up and down to the girl that I stayed with. Joystick calling me, begging to be played with. Jump up in, then I make a run for. Find the nearest arcade, buzz to the front door. I hear it, gotta track down. I see it in the back now. I obey it, sensor coin orders. Money no problem, pocket full of quarters. I hear it beeping, I can see it in the corner. Wanna caress the yellow decals that adorn her. Maybe I'll take it home and hide it near my porno. And possibly play it naked. Stand back, I'm playing Pac-Man. I'll play some more Pac-Man. My arm is sore Pac-Man. Drool on the floor Pac-Man. Oh, Pac-Man. I play for days Pac-Man. I cleared the maze Pac-Man. The practice pays Pac-Man.
Oh, looks like another dumb sequel. They'll never equal the classic Pac-Man game. Baby Pac, Super Pac, what's next? Grandma and Grandpa Pac-Man, man, that's lame. Ghost chase them all around the light blue walls. Eat a power pellet, now they got blue balls. Wondering how he even moves at all, or how much he can eat before nature calls. Cleared that stage, didn't think I could do it. Gonna try the next one, nothing to it. Inky and Blinky got me on the run, and Pinky, no, the other one. But there's a door to the right, and I sneak away. Come back on the left, now I'm on my way. It defies the laws of physics, but I can't complain because I live to play again another day. Pac-Man!
I play each day so that my game will keep improving. Someday I'll figure out just how the ghosts are moving. Can't wait to see the big budget live action movie with Richard Simmons as Pinky and Patrick Stewart as Pac-Man. I play till 4 Pac-Man, got the high score Pac-Man. My wife is sore Pac-Man.
Ass back home right now.
Pac-Man, I see them blob Pac-Man. My nipples throb Pac-Man. I lost my job Pac-Man.
You're fired! Games today, they got high-def graphics, real-time 3D, looking fantastic, accurate physics, rumble controllers, sex and violence, and still these games all suck! Seriously, what the heck? They play just like a train wreck. They can't compete with this yellow circle.
I play it every time I'm hanging out at the mall. It's on my cell phone, so I play whenever I call. Maybe I'll have the rum implanted in my eyeball, so that I'm always playing. Cause damn, I love that Pac-Man. Big yellow head Pac-Man. No blood is shed Pac-Man. No hookers dead Pac-Man. Oh, Pac-Man. Can't play no more Pac-Man. They locked the door Pac-Man. Your mom's a whore Pac-Man. Let me in, damn it. I have to play Pac-Man. Damn it, where's my megaphone?
Dude, you...
I've been a victim of society. I've been victim of crimes that never pertain to me. I had a plan for my life, but I was blind to see. Too many drugs all the time got me staying out of reality. Lost every day, I'm feeling apathy. I can't seem to realize what it's done to me. In a world gone mad, I need to be set free. Set free this mind of mental slavery. Brutality. I've been victim of abuse. What was taken from me, what I had in my life and my future to be, and all the drinking every day got me hanging by the skin of my teeth. Lost every day, I'm feeling apathy. I can't seem to realize what it's done to me. In a world gone mad, I need to be set free. Set free this mind of mental slavery. These scars of mine are refined and protect me always. They remind me of what went wrong. I'm a victim, I've been a victim. These scars of mine are refined and protect me always. They remind me of what went wrong. I'm a victim, I've been a victim.
Never cross that line, don't wanna be a victim no more times. Out of the dark now it's time to shine. You see me standing here still free. Falling hair on my chin is tricky. Situations getting real sticky. Then I realize what you criticize is the very reason why I feel victimized. No, I refuse to lie down and go. You might disappear, but I'll show. Gotta let them all know. Don't stop the way that you grow. Guarantee you this. You can't hope and you can't wish. Gotta fight to be alive. Give yourself a chance to survive.
These scars of mine are refined and protect me always. They remind me of what went wrong. I'm a victim, I've been a victim. These scars of mine are refined and protect me always. They remind me of what went wrong. I'm a victim, I've been a victim. These scars of mine,
I'm a victim, I've been a victim.
Hey, check it out, y'all.
Sound Productions. Big Chad with critics throughout the United States and around the world. Big Chad is without a doubt a highly sought out music producer, giving artists a unique flavor that has kept them, making him a number one choice when creating musical magic.
Keep your radios locked.
Armored Sound Productions has a new single on iTunes available for download right now. She Wants Me.
She said she love. She said she love.
The new single coming soon. Y.G. period. She Wants Me. The new single on iTunes available for download right now. She Wants Me. Or log on to www.armoredproductions.com. www.armoredproductions.com. That's www.armoredproductions.com.
Welcome to felonyhire.com. You can get hired. Have a felony? No problem. Have a misdemeanor? No problem. On probation? No problem. No work history? No problem. No transportation? That's right, no problem. If you're willing to work hard, use our website and get hired today at felonyhire.com. We believe the best way to keep people out of prison is to get people employed. Use our website at felonyhire.com and get hired today.
There we are. We're back. You're listening to the Hadley Hour here on Indie100.com, the Mix.fm, Excite Radio, where else? Planet Platypus Network. You can follow myself, Jason Hadley, comedian Jason Hadley at
felonyhire.com.
At felonyhire.com. Just so you know, if you guys ever find yourselves being felonious, you know, you can still get a job.
Ooh,
Wow.
felonious.
I don't even
As
know.
a
Fancy
comic, you
pants
can still
over
get
here.
a job. Like I'll always have a job. Look at all these like people who've gone to jail. They're still actors. They're
Oh,
still,
yeah.
you know.
Are you kidding me?
There's
Right.
famous
Means
actors who
nothing.
murdered people.
Yeah.
I don't want to say their names. Like why? Like
No.
Now
yeah.
you have to. Now I'm intrigued.
Nope, I'm not.
No,
gonna
there's
say.
like comics that have been accused of rape. I mean,
Yes, even recently.
within the poor guy, man.
And that to me is just he was being drunk around.
Yeah.
He was being a drunk Jew around a girl.
In the Midwest,
Yeah, in the Midwest.
and that's a bad idea.
right, because if
Being Jewish in the Midwest.
Yes, it is.
Right.
Because Jews just say whatever's on their mind, and
Yeah.
Midwest girls don't get it.
All right, to be fair, we weren't there. We have no idea what happened.
I know, but you know this friend of ours.
I do know him, and I do not want to believe that he would ever.
No,
Right,
I can't
but
imagine.
Don't you
so.
just
Like that?
assume he was being a drunk Jewish Californian guy, and she took it the wrong
We don't
way?
know. We weren't
And
there.
a stand-up comedian who has no consequences for what he says. That's one of my pet
Right.
peeves. Is like when you talk to a comic off stage and they can't turn off.
Right.
You know what I mean? And they think that they can say anything they want consequence-free in the
Oh,
real world,
yeah.
even though they say it
Yeah.
on stage. You know,
Right.
like
me saying Jew right now.
yeah, exactly. I mean, but this is still an entertainment medium. You know
Right.
what I'm saying? I mean, and
But I do think that the Jewish part is important because if you're not around Jews,
Yeah.
they say kind of whatever they want.
They do.
And white people
They
aren't
do.
used to that. Look at this guy. What's his name? The Clippers owner.
Donald Sterling.
God.
He's just an old Jew. Come
Yeah.
on, Jason.
Right,
You
no,
know,
I'm with
right?
you. Well, there's two different kinds of like because you got your New York Woody Allen kind of like low self-esteem. Jews. Yeah, right. And then you got your Israeli commando, Middle Eastern, I throw rocks at Palestinians Jew. You know what I
Right.
mean? Like those are the ones you don't want to mess with.
But Donald Sterling is like, come on. It's like, wouldn't he be like your grandpa?
He's just an old Jew. I mean, that doesn't excuse anything that he said
Of
at
course
all.
it doesn't excuse him at all. But I'm just saying, like, they just sort of
Lots
speak
of old
their
Jews
mind.
saying
There's-
Yeah.
stuff like that,
Right.
sadly.
You
Like-
could direct all your hate mail to the Hadley Hour, care of Indy 100.
Just send it to me. Send it to me. I've procreated with Jews. I've made more Jews. So
Yeah, there you
that's
go.
that's my penance in life.
No, hey, listen, it's all good. You know, I mean, we're all tribe.
And he's with me.
And I'm with Rebecca Cohen. 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 So listen, Rebecca.
I love you. That's what you're supposed to say.
I love you. All right, I love you.
Don't be an asshole.
Can I say something about this Donald Sterling thing?
Please.
You are an asshole.
No, I'm not.
Apologize.
I said I'm sorry. I don't even know what for because I said
Just do
Cohen.
it. Just
I already
do
said
it.
I'm sorry.
Just do it.
Or whatever it was.
Just say I'm sorry.
This Donald Sterling guy.
Yes.
Well, this is my opinion. This is just my opinion. And
Okay.
any hate mail, send it to Jason Hadley. I actually forget Jewish, forget anything else, forget old man.
Mm-hmm.
Here's what I honestly believe. He was dating a 20-something-year-old, half black or quarter black
Yeah.
female.
Yeah.
And she had probably only dated black men before him.
Mm-hmm.
And so I believe it was more not racism, but jealousy.
Yeah.
He didn't want her showing up with black guys or in pictures with them because that would make him jealous.
Yeah.
Because that's who she tended to date.
Right.
If she had dated Asian men, he probably would have said it about Asian men. You know
No,
what I
because
mean?
Asian men stereotypically don't have bigger.
No,
penises than
knock
them.
it off. I'm just saying it's a jealousy issue more
Yeah.
than it was racist. Not saying he's not racist. I'm saying
Oh, yeah.
the whole point of it
Yeah.
wasn't about blacks originally, I bet. I
Yeah.
bet you it was more of just jealousy.
Right, and now,
He's an 80-something-year-old man
He's an
trying to
old
hang
codger,
on.
yeah.
Right. Trying to hang on to this one 20-something-year-old girl.
which is hilarious because he's an investor and he should know that that's a
know.
depreciating asset. she's
Very funny.
she's pretty now. She's only going to get uglier over time. You know what I
Yeah,
mean?
well,
so
I know.
True.
you know, it is what it is. But,
It is what it is.
So we got a few minutes left, a couple of minutes left here. I want to throw out some shout outs and anybody you want to say hello to, thank you to, where they can find you, that sort of stuff. Again, I'm here in studio with Dante and Rebecca Cochin. We were talking about the movie Bro, What Happened? We were also talking about the AVN Awards, which are going to be airing on Friday night on Showtime. Check out
Yes.
the listings. And so, Dante, take it away.
For what? To promote everything?
Yeah, let me know.
All right, so let me just
Go.
cover everything that we just talked about again. So, Bro, What Happened?
Yeah.
That will come out in June on Redbox, Xbox, Netflix, and hopefully it'll come out on Showtime sometime. I'd like to
Yeah.
get it over to those guys.
I would love that too.
Me too.
FX, Comedy Central, I'll take any.
Everybody.
Yeah,
It
everybody
should be
should
everywhere. It's a great movie, and make sure you see it. And again, you can find out more information at comicdante.com or at Bro What Happened on Twitter, and on Facebook, Bro last name What Happened. Again, my website is comicdante.com. You can find out all about me. You can go visit my IMDb page. My IMDb page is hard to find because there are other just Dantes.
Yeah.
So I'm Dante Roman numeral 4. So Dante, D-A-N-T-E, Roman numeral 4. And please leave some messages on my page, because here's what happened. I was on Last Comic Standing, and like 4 haters just wrote, I hate this guy, I hate this guy, I hate this guy.
Right.
And no one's ever written anything nice until a week ago. Marco, who's in the movie, he plays the tuxedo man in the
I remember,
movie. He wrote something very nice about me. I just thought, man, why can't other people write something nice on my IMDb page?
Oh.
I know, it breaks my heart. She's got 1 million followers on IMDb that write beautiful things every day, but not me. Just Marco Ochoa.
Rebecca, anybody you want to say hello to and you love and shout outs, anything like that?
I love Dante sitting right next to me.
I love you too, baby.
You guys could have done that off air. No.
I love Jason, who's sitting right here also.
Yay! You should have done that on air. That was perfect.
She's got a lot of movies to
I know.
promote. You better promote everything so no one's mad at you.
Well, this amazing movie, Bro What Happened, that I'm in with these 2 amazing gentlemen, which Dante directed and Jason stars in, comes out this summer. It'll be amazing. Be sure to check it out. Also, the AVN Awards are going to be this Friday night on Showtime. Watch it, please.
And throughout the year. But you also have other movies. You're in Waiting in the Wings, which is coming out soon.
Yes, I am.
Which is a musical. You'll see her in a musical. And you're also in a great movie called First Period that I don't know where you can get it. But it is great. Don't pass it up. For me, that was one of my favorite movies of last year.
Do you play a 13-year-old?
I play a 15-year-old.
She actually just has a cameo in it, but it's a great, great movie. I love it.
Cool. Well, I'll tell you.
It's like if John Waters made a John Hughes film.
Oh.
It's really fun and funny, and like the 2 main girls in it are just guys in drag, but you forget that about 5 minutes into the movie because they're not supposed to be. They're just supposed to be ugly girls. You know what I mean? It's just a really, really funny movie. What other movies? The Deadly Sanctuary comes out this year.
Dante's also in.
Mm-hmm. And what else?
That's it.
That's it?
Well, make sure that you check out their IMDb pages for
Please.
Dante number 4, and then Rebecca Coach.
Roman numeral 4.
Roman numeral 4, because he is Italian.
Yes.
And you can always check out Jason Hadley, one of my many. So we're going to close it out here at the Hadley Hour. Thank you guys for coming in.
Thank you, Jason.
Thank you so much for having us.
He plays Beef in Bro What Happened.
Yay. So we're going to close it out with, ironically enough, Welcome to the Show by The Dogs Divine off the album Way of Life. You've been listening to the Hadley Hour on Indie100.com, Excite Radio, their family of stations, the Mix.fm, and Planet Platypus Network. We will see you next week, everybody. I think. Here we go.
You better hit the deck because the motherfucker's ready to blow. We ain't gonna do anything but the show is rock and roll. I'm gonna take you to a place that you've never been touched before. We ain't gonna do anything but the show is rock and roll. From the night until you're gonna be there, you're being for more. Welcome to the show. I got my finger on the trigger and my foot is on the ground.
The SC Samurai, serving the Santa Clarita Valley of Southern California. Award-winning martial arts classes specializing in children from ages 4 to 7 years old. Instill respect, confidence, and discipline in your children as they get in shape both mentally and physically. Build self-esteem through positive reinforcement.
It's the Hollywood Rockin' Wrap-Up with your host, Jason Hadley. Actor Eric Stonestreet's beefing with Kiss members Gene Simmons and Paul Stanley after they argued with the Modern Family star's mother over an airplane seat. Not like they're ones to talk, as these days Gene Simmons and Paul Stanley also qualify for elderly pre-boarding. The Motion Picture Association of America is stopping the distribution of promotional posters for Sin City 2, claiming it shows way too much boob. Aw, I'm sure a movie poster with boobs on it would be perfectly acceptable in the country of, wait for it, Nepal. Fired from the show Scandal after attacking his wife, Columbus Short's trying to restart his career by becoming a stand-up comic. And how disappointed was Columbus Short when he found out punchlines don't actually involve punching anyone? Paris Hilton was recently surrounded by fans while promoting a restaurant opening in China. It seems the air conditioning isn't getting installed until next week. And that's the Hollywood Rockin' Wrap-Up. Follow us on Twitter @RockinWrapUp.